What is going on, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to take a look at the all-new 2025 Futera Unique World Football Edition 21 Hobby Box. These are also known as display boxes and dropped for $364 on the Futera website and basically got up to around $400 with shipping fees. Very consistent with the last few unique World Football releases from Futera. And honestly, can't find the listing on their website for whatever reason anymore, but we're here once again with the details and relevant information. And as always, we're here to show you guys what this product's all about. So stick around to the end of the video to see what rating this gets. But let's get right into it, guys. If you enjoy this kind of content and want to see more, consider dropping a like down below and subscribing if you haven't already. It really helps out the channel and really helps us grow and helps with the YouTube algorithm and all that awesome stuff. And when you click on eBay search links on this page and make a purchase, it can result in us earning a commission, which also supports us in the long run as part of the eBay Partner Network. So now that we got the shrink wrap out of the way, let's take a look at this beautiful, simple, elegant black and gold and red box. Here are all the sides, pretty plain, but the back should have this information. Might want to pause it to see some extra details, but there's nothing like too crazy here. But if we open this up, it should actually go vertically like that. Okay, that was deeper than I thought. So we have four little boxes, very typical for unique World Football releases. But instead of being the traditional vertical box, we have this like redesigned box, and the boxes aren't all black. They're like red and black and gold, which is edition 21, I guess, specific. But 28 cards total. It's going to be a 4x7 format. Each one of these boxes should have like one base numbered card at least. And then total, we should be getting a few numbered inserts and patches, and either a super rare mem, on-card auto, 23 karat gold plated frame card, or a 1 of 1. And here's actually a reference table on the screen for you guys to see what to expect in terms of base parallels. But yeah, they only made about 500 master cases worldwide, and each master case is going to have 3 inner cases, and each inner case is going to have 6 display boxes inside. So per master case, you're getting 18 of these display boxes total. So in terms of case hits that we know of, at least, which is basically 1 in 6 boxes, we're just going to use the inner cases for now. We're basically expecting to see a 1 of 1 in every 6 display boxes, believe it or not. And in terms of official multi-case hits, we have the new PS unique cards, which is a phrase in French. And I'll also put up a reference image from the Futera website up on the screen for you guys. But those are basically going to be like gold frames with a completely unique design, not found anywhere else. And if you thought that sounds familiar, it's because it is. If you know, you know. But I'm pretty excited to see what those are actually going to look like, because they're actually going to fall like 1 in 1,000 display boxes, aka 170 inner cases, or 56 master cases total. So it's going to be a pretty extremely tough pull. 9 in the entire print run. So if you pull one or see one in the wild, definitely share some pictures with us in our Discord or on Instagram. Would love to see what those look like and how they compare to the other PS uniques. But now that that's out of the way, actually I don't think I showed you guys this, but you can kind of store your cards here as well with like top loaders and everything. You can take these to shows and use them as like dollar boxes. I know we've done that in the past, so you can do whatever you want with this very useful box, unlike maybe some other products out there. But let's put this in the back and let's get started with pack number 1. These always feel super premium, really nice. You get a sense of prestige when you're dealing with these packs. So pack number 1, let's see how we can start things off here. Hopefully 1 of 1, or maybe hopefully a gold frame. So these are somewhat loose inside, but they have this like little holder to hold things in place. So right off the bat, we do have an insert Hakimi. This is going to be Heritage, and it should be numbered out of 19. So the I guess parallels or serial numberings for the inserts are going to be different than the base. So the table you guys saw earlier was just purely for the base, but the color scheme should follow a similar pattern. So that's our first base card. This is what the back looks like. The design is pretty interesting. I like the borders, I like the foil. It does kind of, I don't know, it's reminding me of maybe like those headliners that they do, or maybe like an insert of some sorts. But here's our first base parallel numbered card out of 55. I believe this is going to be quartz according to the table and according to some Futera previous releases. And here's another base. So they have the country flag in the upper right corner. And we have Mitoma here, another base. And behind Becker, we have Trio Wilfred Nyonto. This is going to be out of 20. And I see like a regular foil, so this is probably base, but a very elaborate design here for a blue Azzurri patch. So this is from his Italy game jersey against Hungary in 2022. So absolutely love the detail that provide in all these patches, and especially if you get on-card autos as well, it tells you exactly when and where they signed it, which is the kind of detail we all love to see from Futera. So let's do this second box, aka pack over here, and we have Desiree Doué next, and we have Wayne Rooney, the Greats base, and it looks like we have multiple. Oh, what is this? This looks like some super fancy foil coming up here in a little bit. All right, so we have this is going to be silver. Let's set this one down. Then we have Dembele base. We got Gabriel, and then we have Joao Neves, and we have Socrates, 7 out of 15. Socrates. So this is one of the new Cult Heroes insert. This is going to be amethyst or purple. You can call it whatever you want. But at some point, they were calling these with those names. And it looks like this is, what, 55 points? So it should be kind of like the obsidian thickness. Yeah, actually it fits perfectly in 55 to 60 point top loaders. And I'm pretty sure these as well. Yep, same thing. So you won't need anything thicker than 60 point top loaders for these guys. There we go, past the thickness test there. And that is going to be your thinnest card. I think this one should be 130 point. That's very, very usual for patch cards, in case you guys were wondering. It seemed a little thick, so maybe 120 point. Between 120 to 130 point, depends on the patch. So let's see what this other design is. And it is going to be Tijani Reinders. Not too shabby. Dynamo, of course, former AC Milan boy, now playing for Man City. And it is from his AC Milan game worn jersey from the match at Inter Milan. Wow, the best derby of them all. 5 out of 5. There we go. But it is kind of a little strange that he's showing in his Netherlands kit, but the patch is from his AC Milan match. But they got to make it work somehow, I guess. All right, 2 boxes left, halfway done. We could still get a gold frame or a 1 of 1, but we all know how rare those are. And looks like if we work our way from the back after this one. All right, this is going to be the Topaz. Let's just actually look at this one since we have another, I think, patch at the end. Ooh, this is going to be horizontal. It is going to be Tapestry Zeno de Bast. 6 out of 10 from his match versus Ghent 2023. There it is. For any de Bast fans out there, enjoy that while you can. All right, so here is Hincapié, and let me just leave this silver Courtois. So far, all the base, I think we've had like very high numbered one, except for that amethyst. So we got another base, and then we have our base heritage, which is numbered to 35. I really like this like shield design. They've definitely had some weird heritage designs in the past, and this is not one of them. But we have base, and a base to end things off for this pack. So, moment of truth, guys. I don't know if we would consider anything we've gotten so far as crazy, so this has to have our crazy hit, right? We gotta see either an on-card auto, gold frame, or a 1 of 1, or a super low numbered patch, which, what is this numbered out of? I don't think it's the Nyonto. There's no way. Okay, so I have a feeling, I have a good feeling, so let's find out together. Base. We got a 1 of 1. We did it. We did it again, guys. Can't stop, won't stop. I saw the diamond pattern. I instantly recognized that it was a 1 of 1. All right, so Julian Alvarez, our lowest numbered base parallel, I believe. So this is going to be a Ruby out of 10, Argentina. And I think this is going to be a 1-of-1 patch. I think I read memorable. I can't say I recognize that forehead, but I think the more I see of it, maybe the more I'll recognize. I don't know. It's not coming to me here, but Claude Makelele, look at that 1-of-1 memorable patch. Wow, that looks gorgeous. That design is beautiful. And the diamond 1-of-1 pattern, of course. Let me show you guys the back. There it is, 1-of-1. This card captures a time in Claude Makelele's football history, featuring a piece of his Chelsea game-worn jersey from the 2004-2005 season. Wow, what a throwback. At least it's blue on blue, and it kind of goes coincidentally with the France kit there. But we did it again, guys. That is beautiful. And this is a pretty thick card, so I would say this fits in like maybe 160 to like 180 point thickness top loader. But wow, look at that. That is a gorgeous card. I was really glad to actually see the border at the top, and I was like, all right, we got a 1-of-1, because I was kind of getting worried there that we weren't going to get like a gold frame or anything. But all right, guys, let's do a quick recap for you, and let's give our thoughts on this product and rating, of course, here in a bit. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4. So like we said, 4 base numbered parallels, and then we got a base insert out of 15. Purple throwback, and then we got 3 patches, 3 regular patches, and then we have our super 1-of-1 patch in the back. Of course, we got 2 numbered inserts. One of them is a base but still numbered, and then one is a Sapphire out of 19 heritage, and this big stack of base. And one more time for all the France and Chelsea fans and wherever else he played. But wow, this is such a big throwback. Really nice card. All right, so how do we feel about this set, guys? I'll put up the rating on the screen while we talk about it. But honestly, this is probably the highest rated Futera Unique WF set that's come out since COVID, you know, among the ones that we've reviewed at least. So definitely more to look forward to in this one compared to the most previous releases, at least for the last like 2 to 3 years. So starting with the design, Futera never seems to do a bad job, to be honest. Is it perfect? No. Does the base design kind of feel like an insert this time around? Just a little bit, but Futera does such an amazing job with the foil patterns, it makes up for it most of the time. Not always, but most of the time. And the gold frame's always a big hit, but I'm really curious to see what the PS Uniques look like. Just a matter of time until someone pulls one of those, and also just a matter of time until Futera figures out the international licensing issue, and hopefully we can enjoy a fully licensed international set like some of their releases from pre-COVID times. Not too far in the future, I hope. But pricing wise, for staying the same as previous releases with more added stuff and the print run staying the same, I'd say it's a win, and we take wins when we can. So pricing isn't perfect by any means, especially for like no guaranteed auto per box, but definitely a fan of the new additions and unique elements that they added this time around for sure. Again, this product is known to be a match-worn patch machine, which is like the main purpose of this release, and it's still pretty popular around the world as it's ever been. I would want to say maybe it's at the height of its popularity at this point. But in terms of on-card autos, obviously we didn't hit one in this box, but you can still hit those. They generally are going to be like more towards like case hit, if not like more rare than that a little bit, but most people are going to be chasing the Lamine Yamal on-card autos, of course, Eden Hazard, Ronaldinho, Rooney, Xavi, Cole Palmer, Jurgen Klopp even, and a lot of other big names as well. It just isn't clear how often those are expected to be pulled. Like we said, it is maybe going to be like, or usually it's a case hit or a little bit more than that, but we're just going to have to wait and see how often those are pulled. But yeah, plenty of hits per box, a lot to enjoy in the set, especially a lot of memories for a lot of us, you know, watching soccer maybe in the, I don't know, maybe as far back as the 60s or 70s or 80s or 90s is like where their patches end up. But yeah, definitely some element of history in this release and every Futera Unique World Football release. So I always enjoy it, and hopefully you guys too if you do decide to pick up some boxes out there. But yeah, guys, just going to keep it at that. Hope you enjoyed this video, found it helpful. Thanks for watching. Stick around for more content, group breaks, and giveaways. And as always, we'll see you in the next one.